There's never been a good month for you.
Last year was great.
After that, it's just hell.
It was just hell. Like, start of the month was just shit. And then it just kept going. Got super busy.
Started this month or every other month?
I'm honestly probably gonna take like a week. You're not gonna even see me here Tuesday, Wednesday. And then while you think I'm dead, I'm just gonna be still laying in bed somewhere.
Technically when you don't respond, right?
In the middle of a forest. I'm gonna Bear Grylls the shit out of it. And then like another week later, I'm actually dead because I thought Bear Grylls' job was fucking stupid. And I underestimated nature.
If you have a YouTube channel and it's like all Bear Grylls stuff, I swear to God.
And then you just find out later I got eaten by a squirrel. Like the least threatening thing ever.
It's like, yeah, Lewis died. What happened? He got eaten by a squirrel. Oh, you mean like a bear?
No, a squirrel.
No, a squirrel.
Bear Grylls got eaten by a bear.
Okay.
Crocodile Dundee got killed by an alligator. Lewis got killed by a squirrel.
Worst Bear Grylls ever.
Didn't even get a full season before he died. Season 2. Alrighty. Hey everybody. Welcome to We Got Issues. My name is Lewis.
Season 2.
Season 2? And welcome to Season 2. As you can all tell, Eugenio's gone. Format of the store is different. As you can tell, I keep moving stuff around to confuse Tim. More room, more space. On May 5th, pre-comic book day, there's gonna be even less room than usual.
We made more room. I don't know. There's more room.
There's not more room. Theoretically, I honestly got the whole week back. There was like a whole thing where we were trying to do this video for like Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Never happened. Not for lack of trying. my ad. It just didn't happen.
What have you been up to for the month?
Stole candy from a small child. Saw drywall dry some more in a hot sun. Put a kick me sign on Tim's back. I was giving the people what they wanted with my shirt off. Thanks so much, Tim. And you deny the people what they wanted? How excited I am to be back. You know how a black hole absorbs all light and is inescapable by current technology? That's how I feel right now. I am that light, and you're my black hole. Thank goodness. Like, Frankie is my... What is it? My light in my darkest day?
Like a light at the end of the tunnel.
No, that means I'm dying. So, where we are at is at the Multiverse Corps Comics. I've been here for like a year. I don't even know the plaza. We're at 14234 Southwest 8th Street, behind the Starbucks, to the left of Bonefish Grills. So, like always, and We Got Issues, I have read 5 books that I would recommend to you. So, first off, we got from DC, Mother Panic. Number 2. Is her name Mother Panic? They never really explained it to me.
You never read the book.
Yeah, I read the book, but they never dropped names. It's kind of like Batman, and it's like no one screams Batman. Exactly, this one no one screamed Mother Panic. It was just a bunch of tigers, Catwoman as an old lady. She's still hot. So it's about Mother Panic. It's about dystopian future where Batman just magically just disappeared. No one knows where he is or what happened.
Fallout from.
We're still good?
Your ghost is back.
Fuck out of here. Alright, another circuit breaker like blowing up. It's a fallout from Batman essentially just disappearing.
Milk Wars.
Fallout from Mack Wars. Gotham Police Department shooting random bad guy criminals, you know, costume psychopaths, Arkham Asylum's goal rather than to cure the insane, they're essentially making more crazy costume villains. It's an insane story. Doesn't really make too much sense, but if they keep going this way, all we're gonna see is crazy on crazy. DC Mother Panic number 2 gets a ray of sunshine, 2 grasshoppers, and a chimichanga. Up next, we got Exiles, number 2 from Marvel. It's from Marvel. How do I have the magical ability without saying your name to make you sneeze? Can you at least... Jesus. Why are you dying? The story of Exiles is essentially just this ragtime bunch, like the A-Team, with no skill set, and they're going through multiple multiverses to try to stop this thing called the Time Eater, where essentially what he does is eat Earths. No idea why Earths.
What?
Earths.
Earth.
I'm emphasizing.
Is it there? Is it Earth or Earths?
Earths.
Earth.
Earths.
Can you show me? Why are you pronouncing this wrong?
Because it's plural.
It's Earth.
But he's eating multiple.
So Earths.
Yeah.
You said Earth.
I know.
What the hell is Earth? It's Earths.
I'm emphasizing it. So he goes around eating too many planet Earths. Earths. Every time an Earth is destroyed in one part of the multiverse, another one's reborn. But the Time Eater is doing it so fast that he's eating more than they can be reborn. So he's outpacing the circle of recreation. So the Unseen try to get the Exiles together to try to make an Avengers for the multiverse to see if they can anybody stop them. So a bunch of people that do absolutely nothing try to stop other people from doing absolutely nothing. It's kind of like if Ron Swanson was proactively trying to stop people from working, the Watchers would be Ron Swanson. Exiles number 2 from Marvel gets one half-assed Ron Swanson and a cookie. This is like 3 pounds. And up next, we got from Image Comics, The Return of Sacred Creatures, number 6. In 6 months, ironically, issue 6, one of the first books we ever had in this bookstore. No idea what it's about. All I can tell that it has before I butcher this, let me count them. The 8 sins and virtues. 8 deadly sins. So think of envy, sloth, pride, and all that. But to counteract them, the 8 virtues. So like, sorry, this guy really just made virtues up, I believe. So kindness, temperance, humility, diligence, pretty much to counterbalance the other person's abilities. And it's just crazy. They're trying to essentially stop regular people trying to figure out why there was this murder. So it's a continuation from the first one, from the first arc, where Navia, one of the guardians of the Nephilim, she keeps kind of balance and makes sure that no one decides to do their own thing, kind of like Wrath, has been murdered. Essentially, what I believe is Navia's 3rd son, with the help of her 1st son, I believe, or I could be wrong. It's very hard to follow a book where it's kind of like Game of Thrones, where they name drop like everybody. Escape from a plot from Wrath to get them killed.
So it's like Game of Thrones.
With angels, yeah, and demons.
There you go.
So it's essentially that. Just because I really don't get the context of it, and it's kind of hard to follow, really. Kind of like Game of Thrones. Except when people die, you don't feel any emotion of it because you know they're just gonna come back. Like Game of Thrones. If you love Game of Thrones, you will love this book. Except it has more like... It's less 1st to 3rd season where no one can do jack shit other than get their heads chopped off. This one does a bit more. So it gets 1 Game of Thrones and a Dothraki. Thank you. The people can stop watching right now.
No, they won't allow your show to be canceled.
And up next, we got Raven, Daughter of Darkness. It essentially revolves around Raven, you know, I say Raven. Why am I saying B? Raven. There we go. Pretty much ignoring her destiny of being the door to releasing her father from the demon dimension. And being chased by very colorful Green Lantern aliens. Multiple spectrums. One can make people go to sleep. The other one uses shadow powers like Raven. So far that's all the cool aliens I've seen, but they're all color-coded, red, yellow. It's like Care Bears, but actually fun to look at. Care Bears are chasing after Raven. Very deadly Care Bears, which ones has like heat vision like Superman. So, Raven, Daughter of Darkness, issue 4 gets 1 Starbucks coffee and a chameleon. Next! And up next we got Dr. Aphra, issue 19. I don't know what happened beforehand, but it's smart read. It involves Dr. Aphra always being underestimated no matter what, because of the way she looks apparently. I don't know, something about her being Asian doesn't give away that she's good with computers. What they did was the rebels invaded an Imperial base for top secret information, which if you ever seen those helmets, those people are actually just pretty much brain dead individuals that can store tons of memory, but apparently Dr. Aphra can do it without pretty much being only sustainable with that helmet on. And according to them, the information that they were looking for would take about 8 hours, but Dr. Aphra literally took all that information, not even specified, in 3 hours. Towards the end, you find out that she was being manipulated by, ironically, droids. Droids were the masterminds behind all the bad things she was doing. And by the end of it, the way she got payback towards everybody, even against the rebels, was so amazing. It's hilariously the biggest troll I've ever seen. She simultaneously trolled the Empire, the rebels, and droids. If you like trolling, Dr. Aphra number 19 is for you. Dr. Aphra gets a breakfast burrito and a plate of French toast. I don't give it. They aren't free, okay, people? It's not like every time I state this, Denny's, if you want to sponsor me, if you give me a lumberjack breakfast, I'll give everybody a 5-star lumberjack breakfast.
I'll make sure I'm like Denny's.
So, this was brought to you by Denny's. Oh no. 5 minutes later, now that I'm finished.
Hold that pose, and then I'm gonna put like a Denny's thing underneath, and that'll be like...
Can I at least get a plate, so...
No, that'll be the thumbnail, right?
So you want me to hold this?
Yeah, just do that.
And you can still purchase all... So you can still get all these books at Multiverse Corps Comics at 14234 Southwest 8th Street. Tim is looking in the distance and I don't know to what. Any complaints about that information?
Oh, no.
Shall be delivered to me.
There you go.
To me criticizing you on not following simple instructions. I love you. Call your mother.